confused with him and Incineroar, because Incineroar also has either the strongest knockback or knockback growth. They share those qualities with each other. One has one, the other has the other. I just don't remember which. But either way, that was then. This is now looking like we're going to the final set of our block. Before we switch it up later on, we got Kome going up against Ken. Shulk versus Sephiroth.
This is going to be interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen this matchup. I've seen Shulk versus Cloud, but not versus Sephiroth. This is going to be a cool set. You know, nothing wrong with swords, you know?
No, definitely nothing wrong with swords. I mean, against Cloud, I feel like, you know, Cloud's got uppy out of shield to handle a lot of situations, and in general has better mobility than Sephiroth. Sephiroth has the range factor, though. Like, I genuinely do not know how much or how little Ken has to really care about Monado arts if he can keep his distance, because Cloud has to fight a little more in the beef against Shulk, because Cloud, he's got great range, but Sephiroth has the best range, or some of the best range in this entire game. So I'm anxious to see, like, if, like, he's not even gonna care about, like, Buster at all, if he's just gonna be able to, like, back air and just F-tilt from a safe distance, like that, pretty much like you saw him do under the platform. Woo. Going for the ledge trap. Very anxious to see, because to be honest, I'm not sure how much I've seen this matchup either, Rickles.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting right here. I think the speed from Shulk is going to be pretty overwhelming, and also Shulk being one of the best characters at edge guarding in the game could apply a lot of pressure to Sephiroth. But the interesting thing about this is, like, Scintilla, I think, is going to be a big factor in this matchup, specifically because both of Shulk's options to get back on stage have hitboxes. Whether he does it with the side B or the up B.
That they did, my friend, that they did. You know, it's all about getting those counters out in time, you know. And the best part is that I feel like as far as, like, you know, quicker hitboxes go, or, like, quicker frame data, I feel like Shulk definitely has that in that department, on top of the fact that we also got Speed Monado out here on deck. But the thing is, you know, how does that compare with Wing? I don't know how much Wing is going to matter in this matchup. Yeah, it's going to increase his mobility a little bit, but as far as the off-stage presence with the extra jump that Sephiroth players very much love to have, I guess a character like Shulk, he's got jump Monado. I don't know how much that's going to matter. I'm predicting that later on in the set, we might see a huge, like, double jump read when Shulk has the jump Monado out. That's what I'm predicting that we're going to see at some point, because you know that Ken, with the Sephiroth, is going to be able to contest that pretty safely.
Yeah, this is a very scary pressure in the corner. But now that I think about it, it's just like, wow, like, it could be like Kome, like, it could be like Shulk is just like a fly in your face consistently with this speed art or this jump art or even the smash art all up in your face, which is going to take the stock right there. What's going to be really respectable is that Sephiroth is consistently mobile, and he gets even further mobile when he's past 80%.
Very true, my friend, very true. I mean, you know, people don't immediately always think of mobility when it comes to Seth without the wing, but he's got pretty good mobility without it on top of that as well. You saw the double jump up air. What a spot dodge. What a spot.
That has 2 hits on it, and I think he shielded the first and spot dodged the second.
That's ridiculous. What year is it? It's 2023.
Oh yeah, that's right. And these guys are gaming. These guys are on their grind.
These guys are gaming in 2023, my guy. Happy New Year.
Well, some of the first to do it. And some of the best to do it.
Yeah. Imagine being the first and the best. Not an often combination that you see. Life doesn't normally work like that, huh?
Yeah, really early competition here for you guys that are possibly even just like waking up across like wherever you're watching from.
Yeah. No, on the West Coast, it's probably still like 8:47, I think, in the morning right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ooh, yeah, you saw him waiting for the down tilt right there. You knew that Ken wanted to down tilt, and so he decided to use the beefy up B and get the hitbox or the air slash past the ledge to stuff it out on the way up. That was very good awareness for Kome.
All right, here we go. A bit of extra pressure being applied. High percents again. These two are just like back and forth. Very surprisingly close for this first game, because I really don't know which way to call it. It's just, oh, the back airs are trading. But a really strong option right there. Oh my god.
Wow. You gotta have at least one anime moment in these Sword Fighter sets, man. You have to have it every time. Dash attack? Not going to do it still, even with the jump Monado out. Very good, like, very good mobility on the part of, DI and mobility, I should say, on the part of Kome to be able to make it back from that situation. We're hanging on 160%, so you know that shield Monado is coming out. This is where it can be pretty hard to deal, to hit Shulk, my friend. When it's time for you to just get a raw hit, it might be time to just start spamming these back airs. Buster art is out, though, my friend. He's going to be taking more damage. Still a high amount of knockback. Back air from the other side of the stage from downtown, baby. Finally going to do it, and we got ourselves an even game here for game number 1. Only 33.3% on the Sephiroth.
it's insane to consider. Like sometimes these games are a lot closer than you'd expect, because like right now I think Ken is like respectively like seeded to do better for the most part. Which also a very interesting point so far is every set in this top 8 so far has gone as projected seeding. Like everybody's finishing where they're supposed to finish for the most part, and like the last set is like a kind of like a huge mark as to like how close it actually has been, because it was like a 4 seed versus a 5 seed of the tournament going to game 5, going to distance.
Very true, my friend, very true. I love how he hit the first couple hits of the jab on the shield, but recognized that he was still positive and knew that he would be able to get the last hit of the jab regardless of missing the first couple. And I also didn't know that Sephiroth actually laughed during that victory animation. That was the first time I've ever heard that in my life. I thought he was just silent and turned around, but I didn't say anything, so I didn't hear the sound of my own voice while I was talking during that. And I heard...
Oh, yeah. Every character in the game has 3 victory screens.
Yes.
So all of them have that presentation of the fighter. They all do a little bit of different stuff. Like they're kind of like Joker. Joker's like the same thing, where all 3 of them have that animation, but like some of them have like the boss or Morgana. So very cool to see.
Yeah, no, I guess I never listened to it because it's just pretty low audible. You know what I mean? Like it's just very like not... It's got low decibels. Let's go with that. All right. Let's go with that. Alright, game number 2. Alright. Both these players respecting each other pretty hard, just swinging at the mid-range.
Looks like we had a little bit of a desync, but let's see.
I was gonna say, like, I was just like doing a little message about it. Yeah, I was just about to message about it just to make sure, because I didn't think that was just me, but you know, it happens sometimes. No worries, no worries. We're all good on this front of the hood. Just wanted to let you guys know why we were silent for just about a quick second. It happens sometimes in these things, but gonna give quick shout-outs to production for all the amazing stuff they do to make these events happen for the English restream. So shout-outs to Burr for sure. Double jump with the jump Monado. Not gonna be able to make it from that high either, though. Ken's got good mobility in, he's definitely got good mobility for sure in the Sephiroth, but unfortunately, you know, I don't think it's gonna be able to catch jump Monado. This character has the highest jump in the game when he wants to.
Absolutely. This is kind of crazy too. Oh man, I was just kind of like getting used to that moment. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, my brain was still just like fixated on the whole like production thing. Not because of that, but because again, like doing these English restreams is another layer of work because of getting the feed through here and then to the commentators in English as well. So now that my brain is like, gonna work, is like, sorry, like TO brain and production brain working at all cylinders right here. But here we go. Back into the game plan. High % situation for both of these, and we did see actually it was Ken that adapted really well at the end of that last game, and he's adapting really well in his high % scenario. Gonna get the up smash on the landing and going up a stock in this game too.
It's one of those things that I love to watch Sephiroth do from a distance. You know, just cover entire platforms with an up smash, as he's one to do. And now Ken is going to take the first stock here for sure, lapping by almost 90 exact % on this part. Smash Monado is out. You know he's looking for this kill right now. Knows it's probably not going to kill from center stage early on without the Smash Monado. Why not whip it out now? And unfortunately not going to get too much off of it before it's going to dissipate. Now we just got to deal with the mobility. Oh, good air dodge.
And this is a great part for Ken to just like play with the lead very solidly. Doesn't have to lose the stock unless it's like Smash art coming out. We'll see. Forward throw, almost going to do it, but not from roll distance.
Now we're spamming forward air by the ledge that we got right here. Here we go. Up throw, gonna not combo actually. Gonna get an air dodge with the shield Monado. Get that double insurance for you right there. Or just normal insurance to make sure you don't fall on the way down. Speed Monado forward air though. Going to do it right by the back left ledge. Now we got ourselves virtually an even game, 67%, but stage control right now pretty much firmly in the favor of Ken, but he's going to whiff that back air, get a beautiful extension off of that spot dodge right there, and then a kill by switching to the Smash Monado right when he needed it. My goodness, what a hell of a way to take a game back, my friend. This is the Monado's power.
That was the Kome stock right there, just like completely just suffocating him and just like getting conversion after conversion and intercepting the recovery with the smash art. And now Ken is on notice here in game 2.
Dude, he didn't care about the counter either. He literally jumped in like right for the first, right when the like the little mirror, like the hurt box looking thing.
Oh,
what am I trying to say? The hitbox of the right came out, and he grabbed him before the hitbox of the of the counter came out. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word counter. My apologies. But now this is Kome's game, and he's literally and metaphorically running away from it with the speed Monado into the Buster right here. But the wing is out in Ken's own backup factor, his own comeback factor, I should say. And now we're just going to have to see where this game's going to go between these two players, almost fully lapping in percent.
Yeah, they're absolutely scrambling, these players, and it's ridiculous because Ken has a lot of work to do, and they were just like doing so well in the beginning, but then that second stock, that Kome stock, obliterated Ken. So Ken has got to do like a mountain of work if they want to stand a chance here.
All right, swinging for the fences with the speed Monado. Moves suddenly become a little less committal. Now we got Buster out here. Just because we don't want to utilize the Smash Monado yet, he wants to get that percentage just a little bit higher to ensure what he has is going to kill. Switching to jump, and now I'm predicting we're going to see that Smash Monado come out pretty soon, especially since we're up a whole stock and he doesn't have to worry about the increased knockback himself because he himself is at 160%. So all Sephiroth has to do is really breathe on this Shulk right now, and that'll be all she wrote. So I'm surprised we haven't really seen it yet. Instead, he's just sort of like playing like a little hard and neutral to just let all his Monados charge up, and as a result, he loses the stock. Now he's got all the fresh Monado resets right here. R slash not going to do it yet, though. Smash Monado finally out Rickles.
Yeah, this is terrifying for Sephiroth. Like, literally just sneeze on him and his stock is gone. No, he just outranged it, though. Is he going to die from that? Yeah, okay. He didn't have the Smash art, but it is still Sephiroth.
Yeah, he didn't need it at that point. Sephiroth is definitely one of this game's lighter characters, despite what, some people may think. Despite his height, despite the fact that he uses a full bottle of shampoo every time he showers. He's one of the lighter characters in this game. That's canon, by the way. That was literally confirmed by the creator of the game. I'm not even joking about that. Look it up.
Wait, what was it?
Question. I'm serious. Yeah, that's like a fun Final Fantasy VII fact right there.
Huh.
Yeah, Google it. Google it after the block when you have the time. Be like, does Sephiroth use a whole bottle of shampoo? You might be surprised to see what Google tells you. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty fun, stupid fun fact, but I love it. Game number 3. Where are we going?
I feel like this is happening every set on the block as well, where it goes to 1-1. So they're definitely going the distance here.
Yeah. Man's on the block right now.
Ooh,
and for the first time, we're getting Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, for the first time in his top 8. Gotta see what we can do differently. Because I gotta feel like in my heart that Shulk at least has some stuff against Sonic, but Sonic is still like a powerhouse of a character in this game.
He's a powerhouse of a character in general, man. With the exception of Brawl, I feel like it's just impossible to make this character bad. He's the fastest character in the game by a full unit on the ground than Captain Falcon. I mean, how can you possibly make that bad unless you make literally, like, none of his hitboxes work or something? Unless you completely destroy, like, the original design of the character. I love that right there, utilizing the homing attack at that low percent, because out of the hit stun, he knows that Kome doesn't care about that, and he'll be able to get Shield Monado right out of it, and that forward air will actually wind up not being true. So he goes for the homing attack to ensure that he's going to be able to literally home in on wherever he's going, despite switching to Shield Monado or not. That was very good matchup awareness on the part of Ken. That was so smart.
Yeah, chasing him off stage, going pretty deep for it, but not going to capitalize on it. But really good. Having that mobility to just outrange the forward smash and get a little punish right there before Shulk can just combo break with his Shield Monado.
There you go. It's the dash cancel F tilt. Sonic players are one to do. Jumping high against a sword character. Kome against the sword character with stage control. You know Kome's just going to wait there and neutral every time. And now we got Sonic stuck in the corner, despite Kome himself not even swinging in the corner. But there you go, finally swinging in the corner, getting the Smash Monado. First out going to Kome.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of swinging in the corner, there we go, Smash Monado. And I was racking up the damage right here. 104. Sonic still has to make like a kind of like a hard commitment if they want to close the stock.
Alright.
Even then, I don't think the forward smash for the KO just because of the shield art.
No, it wouldn't have, but I mean, I like what he was doing with it anyway by going for a second forward air. Like, he tried to just trap him below the stage anyway so he could eventually get a spring, but I think he saw it would have been too committal of an option right there. But speaking of committal options, got the spin dash right into the forward air. The Sonic Classic gonna do the stock right there. 25%, 30, 53, I should say. And a quick little three-piece because of the Buster art coming out on the part of Kome. Such a master of his character to know exactly when to utilize the Minato art and when, especially against a character that can be as tedious and as difficult to fight as Sonic the Hedgehog. Definitely looking like it might be Kome's set to lose right now, but I'm speaking way too early. We still got a whole more set to play. This is only game number 3.
Yeah, and it's still kind of insane the way that they're playing, like working to actually make the first upset of the block if possible, and also like the last set of our personal block. So it would be kind of crazy to see an upset this late into it, and we'll see if they can apply this pressure. But so far, it's anyone's game. It's way too early to tell because we have the what is Shield Shulk, who just never dies, or Sonic, who just rarely gets hit.
Yeah, you know, rarely gets hit, but when he does, it's a powerhouse. Good reaction right there on part of the counter. I guess he expected, like, that would have been a huge hit. With Smash Minato and the counter, that would have been disastrous for Ken if he got hit by that. But he has no reason to commit to it, because he can just wait to react to it, even, like, mess up the timing a little bit, because he's the fastest character in the game. He can just run in when he has to. But now we're far off with the jump Minato. Not enough to be able to make it back, actually. Charging the forward smash, but not even really needing to let it rip. That's Ken taking the lead, Rickles.
Yep, absolutely. Really strong showing here so far. And just like stealing that lead, just snaking it away and just trying to keep things close, just shutting the door on any reality of an upset.
Yeah, slowly but surely making that dream less of a reality for sure. But the forward throw, even with Smash Minato, not going to do it. Forward throw again, not going to do it with Smash Minato again. One more of those might do it, but the Smash Minato is gone. Now that raw kill power is just going to be a little worse on the part of Kome right here. So he decided to switch to Speed Minato just so he could catch up with Sonic and potentially just get a kill off a back air or something to keep up with the fastest character in the game. Now that's gone. F-tilt from the other side of the stage. No Minato art, not going to do it on that par for sure. Now we got Ken just trying to tack on as much damage as possible on this stock before he is forced to lose it by Kome, assuming he does lose this stock at all with the way he's playing. But the Speed Minato's back out, Rickles.
Ooh, doesn't get the spring out to intercept the recovery, but still gonna like make the ledge trap a little bit more favored for Ken right there. And one good opening away from potentially just closing this with a 2-stock.
Trying to bait him to drop shield, but the empty hop right there to get him to punish. Try to get him land a falling neutral air, potentially into a back air. Now we're just going to try to reverse ourselves with the spin dash off the level to get a rising back air. Nothing doing. Not able to react to get a grab right there, but the smash back throw, gonna do it.
Last stock situation here. Kome has to channel all of the arts here to just rack up this damage. I think Buster has to come out. Oh, but it does to his own detriment.
Can I get a third? Oh, no need.
Oh, charging. I think he expected him to overshoot the recovery to go over to the ledge. Really good stuff though for Kome, staying alive here in game 3. Maybe speaking too soon.
Yeah, knockback growth of the back air from center stage, not going to do it. One by the ledge certainly will, my friend. Good awareness of Kome, though. I mean, just switching to the Speed Minato again, just trying to make himself as difficult to hit as possible. I do believe he is faster on the ground than Sonic when he has the Speed Minato out. And already faster in the air than him, if I believe, if he has it as well. So, fortunately for Ken, though, it doesn't last that long. Shield Minato's still not out yet, saving that for when he needs it. He wants as much damage as he can. Kome's definitely fighting back from hell with this one.
Kome has a shot now.
Oh,
this
God.
Is even. This is even.
Yeah, do air dodge back to the ledge. Don't get hit by that. Wait it out. Wait it out. You gotta wait for it to go away. Wait for it to go away. This should be a forward throw. Not going to do it at this percent for sure. Gonna go mid-range, actually, with the Shield Minato. Now nothing's gonna kill, even though he's wasting to use the forward smash regardless. This is so scary. Sonic's having such a hard time closing out the stock right now.
This is disgusting. That's going to do it, though, finally. Finds it with a minute left on the clock, by the way.
Wow. Almost exactly a minute left on the clock. Minute 71, if you're even counting the milliseconds if you're a nerd like me. Sonic the Hedgehog taking that game right at the end in typical Sonic the Hedgehog fashion. Once again, one more game for Ken to advance up to... Wait, did I got something confused for a second? Yeah, for Ken to advance up to loser semifinals. Yeah, against Kome. Yeah, I got my bracket confused for a second. My apologies. It's just the one bracket we've been commentating this entire day. My bad.
That was terrifying. That had me on the edge of my seat, and it was only game 3. So we could get potentially 1, maybe 2 more games.
We could, and especially if we're going to go to Smashville, a smaller stage is where Kome's picking right now. I don't want Sonic the Hedgehog to have that much room to run around. I want to put out big Smash Monado and big Buster hitboxes for him to walk into so I can get my kills and get my damage out easily and respectively. And now Sonic has a lot less space to be able to do that, to be able to sort of like play his game, if you would. How effective can Ken camp on a stage like this? If he needs to switch to be aggressive, how aggressive can Sonic be on a stage like this? You know what I mean? It's a very interesting counter pick. Mayhaps he just wants to be able to just kill Sonic earlier when he has to because he felt like he was just struggling to do that. But the thing is that Ken was also kind of struggling to kill Kome towards the end of that game. He needed to get a clutch F-tilt it, damn near 200% to be able to do it. And on Smashville, that's probably not going to happen as much unless Shield Monado comes out. So I'm not too sure about this counter pick from Kome, but he probably knows something that I don't, Ripples.
Yeah, we tried to see actually Ken tried to get a cheeky overextension off stage to just snipe that first stock really early on, which I have a lot of respect for. If you can cement a lead that early, especially with Sonic, definitely go for it. Now we have Ken trying to force a landing situation here, and now just racking up this extra 80 damage, not too far away from closing the stock. And Kome just kind of struggling to get in despite the smaller stage.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like that's the exact opposite of what he wanted. I feel like he wanted stage control. You know what I mean? I'm going to make Sonic come to me if I get stage control, and he has less room to be able to run around, missing the tech underneath the stage. Not that he was aware to even get it. But it does not matter. Air Slash covers quite a bit of distance even without the jump Monado. Going to be able to do it right there. Narrowly getting the shield Monado out. Just clutch in time to avoid losing the stock. Back air going to launch him off stage though. Spring to continue it. And even with the jump Monado, not able to get the vertical air drift that he needs because of the way that the debuffs work when you have the jump Monado out. Ken looking pretty in this game number 4 right now.
It is a monumental lead here. Just 2 stocks away from eliminating Kome at 5th place and just racking up the damage continuously. Just kind of like pressuring so hard on Kome. Kome looking for an answer, just any opening at all.
Alright, able to get the legend vulnerability out, grabbing the ledge, recognizing the Smash Monado was coming out, and the air slash covers a great deal of distance. That time going low, recognizing that it was still out as well. Very good survivability by Ken. Alright. Fishing with the speed Monado this time around, making his way back up. I love the option. I love all of that from Ken right there. I love all of that. He didn't get the stock off of it, but I love how he just waited to nair where he knew that Shulk was going to be on the stage. That's a very important thing to do when Shulk has speed Monado. He's the fastest character in the game on the ground and has amazing airspeed when he has the speed Monado. So you can't keep up with that sometimes, even if you're Sonic the Hedgehog. So what are you going to do? I know this is the situation where he'd want to jump in with a forward air. I'm just going to wait for him to do that, and then just do a rising and sinking, just empty hop neutral air. Because that can just combo into something else. He threw out a hitbox where he was going to be instead of where he was, and that is the mark of a top player, my friend.
Yeah, this game and this set and this tournament is getting away from Kome right now. This is he's bleeding right here. 3 stocks to 1 against Ken. This is insane. And again, this is Ken is up 2 games to 1 right now. Dangerously close to being over.
I can count on like one hand on my fingers, like how many players you really don't want to be down 2 stocks against. And Ken is on that list.
Yeah, dude. Ken and Sonic as a character is like something that like you don't really hear about reverse 3 stocks against a top Sonic, like ever.
I don't think that's ever happened. Has it? Probably, but who knows? That it sounds like something that's never happened.
A 3 stock is very looming right now. Oh, just like that though, it's out the door. This is insane.
Yeah, he air dodged a little too far past the ledge and didn't have a double jump, so he had no chance of making it back from that low. Buster right out though. Is he going to utilize more damage against him? He tries to, but I love the way that Kome was empty hopping right there, knowing that it was just high enough to go above spin dash and timing it right as well, because with the Buster art out, he would have eaten a lot of damage off of that spin dash. Damage that at this stage in the game, being down a whole stock and lapped in percent, Kome could not afford to take.
Yeah, he's just kind of overwhelming him. To get a consistent mobility is just devastating here for Kome Shulk, and it's just it seems to be really hard to deal with. Kome has to make some plays, and it's just really hard to hit like nail Sonic down, period, because like yeah, you can like close the gap with like speed or jump, but if you're gonna apply Smash or Buster, Sonic's just gonna run away.
Every time. Smash Monado gone. Back air not going to do it right there. You know he needed that back air, but unfortunately he just let it rip just a tad too early. And now we got Ken looking for the nair to the back air. Nothing doing. Kome is a little experienced in this matchup for sure.
Yeah, and then just dealing really well with these close quarter situations, just like pressuring her shield. And almost going to land the forward smash there to seal the deal, because like even if that traded, Ken wins.
Smash Monado out, going to take more damage. Needs to switch to the shield because you know he needs to conserve that Smash Monado for when he needs it. And a punch and a head spin. Gonna do it right there for Ken. Just dominantly playing that game. Didn't matter if it was a small stage. He had control pretty much the entire time. Knew how to play around the Monados. The Monado resource management was there on the part of Kome, but unfortunately against a Sonic as skilled as Ken, it just was not enough. He held it down. He was putting out hitboxes where he knew he was going to be rather than where he was. The situational awareness was there on the part of Ken, and as a result, take me to a smaller stage, doesn't matter. Absolute beautiful stuff on the part of Ken right there. Very well deserved advancing to loser semifinals of the bracket.
Yeah, it's honestly going to be hard to find a better block than that one in terms of like the competition. It's just like nothing was a blowout. We almost every set we commentated was a 3-1, and the only one that we didn't was a game 5 last hit scenario. So incredible showing so far. You guys are in for a treat, and just when you thought it couldn't get any better, again, the 4 best players in the tournament are coming up, but we won't be